comes to time and space, it is easy to become mind-boggled. Down here on planet Earth, we are much less than even a tiny pinprick of our observable universe, and again, that's simply what we can see. Many contemporary scientists speculate that actually, our observable universe isn't the entire picture. They believe our universe is actually part of a network of multiverses. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that loves a good what if. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm asking, what if the multiverse was real? Blimey. Before we get into this video, I want to hear what you think. Do you believe there are parallel universes out there? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also, while you're down there, please do leave a thumbs up on this video and share it with a friend. Also, do stick around to the end of the video where I'll be reading comments from a previous one. So, multiverses, hang on to your hats because this is about to get heavy. The late great Stephen Hawking's final research paper was on the multiverse. The multiverse is actually a name that pops up in a number of different strands of theories that often interlope. One theory shared by many physicists is that when the Big Bang happened, our universe wasn't the only one created, which makes up part of the bubble theory. Other people have considered multiverses when it comes to matter and antimatter. Over the last few decades, scientists have observed a whole bunch of dark matter hanging out within our universe. Dark matter, so to speak, are dark spots that seem to make up 26.8% of our known universe. No one knows what it consists of, and no one has ever seen it because it doesn't interact with the matter that scientists know about, visible matter, that makes up around 4.9% of what we can see. Cosmologists think that dark matter could be the sign of another inverse universe existing side by side with ours, but unseen. My favorite multiverse theory is the theory of multiple outcomes. Now, this one can be surmised in Schrödinger's cat paradox, or by considering the simple electron. Electrons can spin clockwise and anti-clockwise, but quantum mechanics says that they can spin both clockwise and counterclockwise at the very same time, which means there are two things happening at once, which is hard for us to get our heads around. This creates a paradox, as we have never seen things spinning two ways at once. We perceive just one outcome, but does that mean that the other outcome didn't happen? Now, this is the crux of the quantum measurement paradox. The answer here could be the multiverse, with each possible outcome for every possible decision creating a new strand of reality, kind of like tree branches, if you catch my drift. So if the multiverses in this respect were real, it would mean that everything that could have happened from the start of time has now happened in an infinite number of realities. If we start small, this is easy enough to understand. This morning I woke up at 6 AM. I wrote my blog, I sent an email, I had a shower, I put makeup on, I had breakfast, I slipped on ice, so I was late for work. There are already a massive number of universes that would exist where just the smallest factors in my morning were changed. Say I didn't slip on ice, so I wasn't late for work, so instead something else happened, and so on and so forth. On a bigger scale, there could be a universe where I didn't move to Canada, didn't break up with that one ex. In another universe, my parents didn't meet, so I don't even exist. If multiverses are real, there are many versions of you that could exist side by side. One where you need glasses, one where you don't. Some universes may be similar, but some may be different. There'd be a universe where World War II never ended, or one where the Cold War did end in mutually assured destruction. These are all reasonably basic concepts to grasp, she says whilst discussing everything that could ever possibly have been true to be true. But the concept gets much deeper when we consider all of the possible outcomes created from the beginning of time, which, so far as we can track, was 13.7 billion years ago. But that's only what we can see. Planet Earth was formed 4.5 billion years ago and orbits our sun. We have the perfect conditions on Earth for life, but if the multiverse theory is true, there are infinite other universes out there that didn't happen like that. There would be universes where time runs backwards, where gravity doesn't exist, where all of the constants within our own provable physics just wouldn't be the same, which is totally mind-boggling. A few more things to mess with your brain before we are done. Again, so far as we can observe, the universe just keeps on expanding. Is this constant? Will this happen forever? This means that with every expansion, more possible outcomes would take place. Now, using the Earth's population as a case study, if every outcome from every action exists in a multiverse, well, does that mean that the multiverse is speeding up and getting bigger and bigger? The human population has nearly doubled in my lifetime alone, with each individual creating even more possible outcomes. Do we really need to just accept the notion of infinity? Accept it, deal with it, but know that we can only live our one trajectory? Many scientists theorize that the multiverses exist, but there is no way, considering our universe's rules of space-time, that we can ever get there. That is, unless the multiverses interact without us knowing. I want to talk about our friends the electrons again before we go. As well as having the ability to spin forwards and backwards, electrons show quantum indeterminism. Basically, to keep this simple, if you fire an electron through a double slit, you would expect it to go through one slit or the other, choosing an outcome. However, scientists have observed electrons acting like waves, passing through both slits simultaneously and interfering with themselves. It's very complicated, but this could hint towards proving the theory that multiple outcomes create multiple universes, and actually they're unknowingly influencing each other. Would this mean the phenomenon like the Mandela effect, an effect where large numbers of people remember slightly different variations of historical events, are actually interactions of multiverses rather than just tin hat theories? Okay. Sure, I've gone cross-eyed. Ultimately, if the multiverse did exist, unless we can access it, it isn't really worth losing too much sleep over. Physics is provable science, not theory or simple observation. At the moment, we can't prove the multiverse, but if we could, it could both be a comfort and a discomfort at the same time. The possibilities are endless. So thank you guys for sticking with me through that brain workout of a video. Do you believe in the multiverse? Let me know in the comments section down below. Before I get out of here and rest my brain for like a good long while, I just want to read some comments from What If Scotland Left the UK. Sluggy1990 said, I'm from Scotland, Glasgow, and I support Scottish independence. Lewis Hassan said, I'm from Scotland, this was very helpful, thanks Rebecca. Dan the Science Man said, the new name for the United Kingdom would be the Joint Kingdom of England, Wales and Northern Ireland. Really rolls off the tongue. Okay, so I think it's time for me to go and have a lie down. I am multiversed out. Why don't you hit me with another answerable question? But do you love these kind of videos? Let me know in the comment section down below. Honestly, it is kind of fun thinking about infinite possibilities. While you're down there leaving me a comment, do make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video and share it with a friend, and why not click on that notification bell to be the first to hear more big answers. For now, I'm your host Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.